Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are reviewing Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. This film is from the year 1981, and so yeah, let's just get straight into it. The acting in this film is really good. We have Harrison Ford playing Indiana Jones, who is the main character in this film, who is basically with us for the whole story. We have other characters such as Marion, Sallah. We have a monkey in it, we have lots of Nazis, Germans, and yeah, just a whole lot of really great characters. The acting in it, there's a lot of good acting. I'd say the acting can compete with Star Wars.
Yeah. There are some good parts better in Indy than the good parts better than Star Wars. It's just comparisons.
But yeah, the acting overall in Indy is very good. Probably the best acting out of the whole trilogy.
I love the soundtrack to this film called. They have the titles of Map Dawn, Medallion, two of my favourite ones. From the Map Dawn, he was in a scene where he was in this like sort of pyramid thing, and Sallah, well, there's a hole in it from like the distance of like he got these people like digging up this sort of crate thing. And it tells you where the Lost Ark was, as from the Raiders of the Lost Ark, the title of the film. And the Medallion was where Marion, from the opening, well, sort of shooting to the beginning, and Indy visits Marion, and she's sort of lying about like how she has the medallion from his father, because her father was like a sort of what the character Indy is as well, like a tracker sort of thing, and at that same time when he goes out and she tries get him in a way because she doesn't want to take the medallion from him, and at the exact same time the Nazis come in, and that's where all the action starts.
Marion is just such a good character, she's no messing about. This is directed by Steven Spielberg, great director. By this point he'd already done Jaws, Close Encounters.
Good start for his career, wasn't it?
Yep. I don't think he'd done anything after Close Encounters. I'm not too sure. We're massive fans of Spielberg, by the way.
Yeah.
After this he went to do on to E.T., but yeah, let's just stay in Indy. Yeah, the directing in this film is really good. As we'll mention in the cinematography later, but there's a lot of like shadows, and there's quite a lot of long cuts, but it really tells the story really well.
Yeah.
I'd say it's better, in my opinion, better directed than any of these Star Wars films.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great directed film, 10 out of 10.
I think if Steven didn't direct it, I think they would have. If there was an idea of Indiana Jones, I think it'd be totally different.
It'd be completely different.
It would be completely different because Steven's ideas of these all, well, from his films, in fact, Close Encounters, Indy, as Max has said, they've all just great ideas. Yeah. Amazing. That's what makes them so different about all the films today. There are a lot of creativity in these camera shots, like from the side of the shots, from the back wheels of the car and the Nazi vans. It's just really inventive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't know already and you haven't really been you haven't really been around the channel for long, we have already reviewed Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom and The Last Crusade, all in one video. But we compacted it into about 5 minutes, and we don't really realise that we analysed the films enough, and we basically didn't just say enough what we thought about the films.
We're not going too technical into those sort of reviews. We need to like be in more depth, as Max has said, from the
because at the end of the day, it's is it our second favourite movie trilogy?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So yeah, we just really want to do it again and to go more in depth and tell you what we love and what we like about this film.
One of those trilogies where you're reeled in and you're like, whoa, this is a film I'm going to watch again, because it's such a great film. Good director, good producer in that fact that Lucas from Star Wars, New Hope. He produced it good, even though he didn't really take part in the film from producing that in that fact. But yeah.
So at the end of the day, the acting, very good. Soundtrack is very good. The directing is astonishing. The characters are so good. even just to the extras, what they do in it, it's so good. And the story, everything is so good. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it.
You can't go wrong about really Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's no faults, no. It's just a good film. Put it that way.
It's an amazing film. We're about to hit 50 subscribers. I think by the time of this recording, we are on 46. So if you haven't subscribed already, go and hit the subscribe button because we're about to hit 50 subscribers. But yeah, at the end of the day, Indiana Jones is such a great film. Next, we're going to be reviewing Temple of Doom. But we also need to give this film a rating, which I'm also going to talk about. Is we are changing our rating system from the A+ system, A and A- to 100%, just because we feel like there's a big difference between B+ films and A- films, but we can't really show that and we might get a bit confused, so it's just a bit more accurate to do this percentage system.
Yeah.
We are going to give this film
97.
97%. That's probably one of the highest scores we'll get, maybe the highest. But
it's our best film.
Yeah.
Has to be best film. Adventurous, characteristics, everything into this film was a big tryout. It was epic.
So you might be thinking, why not 100%? Well, we just don't really think that every film should have 100%. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't really think a film could get 100%.
Not in every film does the script have every good line in every scene. It doesn't work that way. From a film like this, you have a complicated situation where it's in a certain scene where you're like, oh, what shall I put here? And it's just a great film. Solid 97%, guys.
Okay, guys, so that is our Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark review over and done with. Next, we're going to be reviewing Temple of Doom, as I said, and then The Last Crusade, and maybe Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Don't forget to like, comment down below with your Q&A questions for our upcoming Q&A. And also, don't forget to subscribe because we're about to hit 50 subs. Another video.
Bye.